up, we have Saul Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And up against him in this one, it's Dimitri Bivol. 174 pounds. He's 6 foot tall even with a reach of 72 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Saul "CANELO" Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time. It's Dimitri Bivol. Here comes the man that beat down Canelo in Las Vegas, the fighter of the year in 2022. It's the light heavyweight champ. Watch out for that long, stiff jab.
The height, how is that gonna... He's gonna need a step ladder to hit this fighter.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul "CANELO" Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Kyrgyzstan by way of Russia, presenting the acclaimed light heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Dimitri Bivol.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is second to none. If you get the right fights, you've got fun all night.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. When are we going to see a jab from these 2? He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. Canelo Alvarez could have taken an easier fight, but he wanted revenge against Bivol, and he gets a chance to do it here.
Dimitri Bivol, what a fighter. What an emergence of a unit. Now, this guy is the only guy to inflict that second loss on Canelo's illustrious career.
Good counter punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Fighters landing in these exchanges, the judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A swing and a miss with that jab. There is not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That bell could not have come. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
left uppercut doesn't score. Nice counter. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
He saw that right hand coming a mile away. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Can't land that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are... And there's the bell to start the round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Well done with that counter shot. That counter shot lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Defense is not an option for these two. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. The perfect counter lands. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be...
And there's the bell to start the round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Straight right just misses. Real good back and forth between these two fighters. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. They exchange punches. Well done with that counter shot. Just missed with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You're almost ready. You're done. You're so close, Ty. You're not tired.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punch. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Looks like trouble was averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Insane action. Punch, counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without it.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Missing with that jab. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
That hook doesn't score. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. How about that time counter shot? Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Hook misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Breathe. Come on, suck it up. Don't be.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. It's all offense all the time.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. How about that time counter shot? Talk about Alvarez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's a...
They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Couldn't land that jab. Both of these fighters have had their moments. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Just missed with that jab. That hook was off target. Good counter punch. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. I know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges can...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. We've seen in the past in this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
They got out of the way of that right hook. Good counter punching. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He threw a punch and just got countered. And he scores with the counter. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Incredible work rate. Big whiff with the right hook. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter shot. Missing with the hook. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Good counter punch. Nope, that hook won't. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these... And there's the bell to start the round. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This... what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Stamina is off the charts. He threw a punch and just got countered. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. These guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
It's when you talk about championship material.
That's so close. Keep doing what you're doing.
Pull over it. He's ready to go now. Jump all over it. He's ready to go.
You got no gas in the tank no more. You're so close, kid. Come on. Bang it.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That uppercut does not score. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Good counter punch. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Those counter punches have to hurt. Those counter punches have to hurt. I'm not sure about the judges on this one. A split decision win.
A split decision? How one-sided does it have to be? A split decision? Who's doing this job? Todd, tell me, come on, talk to me, man. That is not a split decision. Ridiculous.